When you think about a doctor's visit, your mind probably jumps to the diagnosis, the treatment plan, maybe even the insurance copay, right? We're all focused on what happens inside the clinic. But what if I told you that the most critical part of that entire visit actually happens before you even walk through the door?
So, what is it? What's that single most crucial part of any doctor's appointment? Is it the check in process, the consultation with the doctor, getting the prescription? Well, the answer is something we almost never talk about, but it's the one thing that determines whether any of that care can even happen in the first place.
The answer is surprisingly simple. Just getting there. The journey itself. Transportation, it turns out, is healthcare's hidden gatekeeper. It's kind of like the key that unlocks the door to the entire system. And for millions of people, that key is just missing. Let's unpack this idea of a gatekeeper for a second. Think of transportation like a simple light switch. When that switch is on, meaning the ride is reliable and you know it's coming, care can flow. But the moment that switch is off, the entire process just grinds to a halt. It's not some secondary detail, it's the absolute foundation for getting care. And this is really the heart of the matter. For so many people, patients with chronic conditions, older adults, anyone with mobility issues, getting a ride isn't just a matter of convenience, like calling a car to go out to dinner. It's a non-negotiable prerequisite for staying healthy. Okay, so what happens when that prerequisite isn't met? Well, it's not just one person's problem. A single missed ride sets off this chain reaction, this domino effect, that actually ripples through the entire healthcare system. And here's exactly how those dominoes fall. It all starts with unreliable transportation. That leads pretty directly to a missed appointment. From there, the patient's care gets delayed, which can make their condition worse. And finally, that one single event adds strain to the whole system. Each step is a direct result of the one before it. Okay, but wait. You might be thinking, a missed ride, isn't that just a personal inconvenience? Well, it's actually so much bigger than that. It becomes a systemic problem really fast. A single no-show means a doctor's valuable time is wasted. The clinic's whole schedule gets thrown off. That means wait times get longer for everybody else. And behind the scenes, you've got this growing administrative burden and, of course, higher costs for the clinic. And this is exactly why we have to start seeing this as more than just a ride. This isn't some simple logistics puzzle. It's a critical piece of public health that has a massive, direct impact on people's health outcomes. In fact, public health experts have a name for this. It's called a social determinant of health. These are all the non-medical things in our lives, like where we live, how much money we make, and yep, our access to transportation, that have a huge influence on our well-being. Transportation isn't just about moving from one place to another. It's about having access to life-sustaining services. And as you can probably guess, this barrier doesn't affect everyone equally. The communities hit the hardest are older adults, people with disabilities, folks living in rural areas, and other underserved populations. For them, this isn't just a small hurdle. It's a massive wall blocking them from care. Now, this brings us to a really important shift in how we need to think about solving this. When we talk about transportation, our brains often go straight to speed. But in healthcare, the real goal isn't speed at all. It's reliability. Just think about the difference for a minute. Speed can be all over the place, right? A ride might be fast one day and an hour late the next. That creates a ton of uncertainty. Reliability, on the other hand, that's all about consistency. It builds trust, it removes stress, and it allows everyone, the patient, the family, the clinic, to plan effectively. And that uncertainty isn't just an inconvenience, it can have serious medical consequences. The source material we looked at puts it perfectly, saying unpredictable transportation introduces stress, uncertainty, and missed opportunities for timely intervention. This focus on reliability brings us to something that's just as important, the human impact. Let's talk for a second about the confidence factor, about how a dependable ride completely changes the patient's experience. Because a patient's care journey doesn't just start when they check in at the front desk. It really starts the moment they have to leave their home. The stress of not knowing if your ride is going to show up, that can affect your state of mind and even how you interact with your doctor once you finally get there. So a positive transportation experience is about so much more than just a car. It means having a vehicle that's accessible, a driver who's professional, communication that's clear. When you put all those pieces together, it does more than just get someone from point A to point B. It actually reduces their anxiety and, maybe most importantly, it supports their personal dignity. Okay, so if this is all so important, you have to wonder, why aren't healthcare systems talking about this more?
That's a fantastic question. And honestly, for a long time, it was just seen as being outside the system's responsibility. But that's finally starting to change. The answer is to rethink the system itself and to start seeing transportation as a core piece of healthcare infrastructure, just as important as the clinics and hospitals themselves. And this shift in thinking is so powerful because it offers direct solutions to some of healthcare's biggest problems. Reliable transportation immediately reduces no-show rates. It ensures treatment plans aren't interrupted. It helps promote preventive care instead of costly ER visits, and it just makes the entire system run more smoothly. So, what's the real bottom line here? It's this: transportation is not some peripheral side issue in healthcare. It is absolutely a foundational one. It's the bedrock that determines whether the system actually works or fails for the people who need it most. So, if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's that true access to healthcare is about so much more than just having an insurance card in your wallet or a clinic down the street. It's about having a reliable, dignified way to get from your home to the place where healing happens. And that leaves us all with a pretty big question to think about. If we finally accept that healthcare truly starts long before a patient ever reaches the clinic, then where and how do we begin to build a system that actually reflects that reality?